I once booked a private jet. No, I'm joking.
Anybody who's living in India, and if they have a friend or a relative in Dubai,
Yeah.
they feel that we are here mining gold from somewhere. Men are supposed to be risk takers, so they lose money in stupid things, while women are more patient and they look into different avenue options.
During that, I sat in for my MBBS,
Yeah.
and then I just quit in the first year, and I said, no, this is not what I want to do.
Did you not worry about the fact that if this goes wrong?
Yeah. Cherry on the cake was there was Bipasha Basu in it. There were, even as an artist, sometimes you're like, are you doing it for the craft or are you doing it for the money? There's no side hustle. If you want no side hustles for the rest of your life, invest in Century Finance. Even the best of actors have to do a TikTok video at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I don't know when's my next assignment. I'm uncertain every day. At the same time, I have such big dreams and
Hello and welcome to Senshi Conversations. My name is Yogesh. Today, I'm joined by Maradona Rebello, actor, model, and someone who's worn many hats across the creative industry. From ad films to bold cinema and now building a presence in the UAE, we're going to talk about his journey, mindset, and maybe sneak in a bit of money talk too. So let's start with the name Maradona. I'm sure someone in your family loved soccer.
yes, absolutely. My dad, who was a banker, and later he was in the sports division in SBI at that time.
Yeah.
He was a big football fan, and I was born during the 1986 World Cup. And yeah, he decided
To name you
actually,
Maradona.
my mom decided my name was supposed to be Vijay. Very few of them know that. And then my dad was like, no, I want to name him Maradona.
And then tell you why your name was supposed to be Vijay, because that time Amitabh Bachchan was at its peak and his
Yes.
name was Vijay in every movie.
That's exactly
So your
why
mom
my-
loved Amitabh Bachchan, your dad loved Maradona, and obviously he won his way out.
Yes, he won his way out, and yeah, they were two individuals. My dad was from Bombay, my mom was from Lucknow.
She's from Lucknow.
Yeah.
I'm also from Lucknow.
Yeah, she was a school teacher there
Oh, very
at
nice.
Loreto. Were you at Loreto?
Actually, Loreto was one of the very high premium school, but yeah, that was, I think it was a girls' school
Yeah.
in Lucknow. So yeah. But was your dad not pissed that you did not become a soccer player and turned out to be completely different?
Yeah, no, I think he didn't really. I mean, growing up in a middle class family in Bombay,
Yeah.
I don't think they would be that adventurous for me to pursue a career in soccer.
Correct.
But yeah, at that time, the norm was everybody wanted me to become a doctor.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
But what you wanted to be?
as a kid, I always had this thing in me, but I was very too shy to say it out loud.
Yeah.
My uncle's a doctor. My mom always had a wish that I become a doctor. I did my 12th science. During that, I sat in for my MBBS.
Yeah.
And then I just quit in the first year and I said, no, this is not what I want to do. I had the courage to say it out loud. I would like to pursue a career in modeling. And yeah, at that time there was somebody who I met and they showed me the way. And yeah, but starting, I had this thing, but I was too scared to say it.
But this is very gutsy of you, because even now, if our parents decide something, especially in India, we barely get a say. And when it comes to career, and back in those days when doctors, engineers, and teachers, and you come from a family of such people, and then going into something which was taken very unconventional at that time, because it was more about how much you're going to earn and what's the struggle like, and versus. So I think it's a very gutsy move, and it really worked out well for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still climbing my ropes. But at that time, yeah, it was adventurous for me to say it, and it was even more sporting for my parents. They were like literally in like a blink of an eye. They're like, okay. They're like, how will you do it? When do you want to do it? And they were very sure that I should complete my graduation and then take it on full-fledged.
And so you really like doing art and theater and modeling and movies. Did you spend your childhood walking outside cinema halls and watching movies and different kinds of acts?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, we were exposed to the typical Bollywood.
Yeah.
But I think early on, I met a director and he gave me a list of like 70 films that you should watch. So
Wow.
he indirectly introduced me to so-called what's happening in Korea, what's happening in Mexico.
Wow.
And these were at that time these DVDs that you used to get. So I remember watching all these films and I was like, wow, there's a different type of cinema around. When I was growing, when I had the wish, this is way back in late 2000s. At that time, there were very few films, but yeah, eventually, right now, there are great films.
Yeah.
At that time, I think there was Dev D, there was Udan.
Was again, those were the movies which were again very unconventional, very ahead of that time.
Yeah.
And talking of such movies, you did Punk
Yes.
movie. You acted in it, and for that particular time, it was a very bold movie, very unconventional.
True.
How did you find your way in it, and how old were you back then?
I was 19 when I had just started auditioning around. I locked my first advertisement for Close Up.
Okay. Yeah.
Toothpaste commercial.
Correct.
And at that time, one of my agents is like, there's a casting happening, why don't you go and test for it? So I went, I tested for it, and the director introduced me to the script. Yes, it was very bold. It's about this guy who wants to pursue a career in acting and all of that. Yeah, when I heard it, it was very bold, the topic,
Yeah.
but it also touched a very important topic of how kids are misused
Yes.
by their parents
Yes.
for monetary reasons or whatever to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So it was highlighting that issue. And I took my parents, I took my acting coach, and they said that it is a very tough project on your first film,
Yeah.
but it's also a huge opportunity.
Something must have really pulled you for this role, right?
Yes.
First of all, you have told your parents that this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So you have already drawn the line that say, I want to pursue this career. And then you get something like this, which
Yeah.
is again very unconventional. Did you not worry about the fact that if this goes wrong,
Yeah.
I have taken so much leverage telling my parents that this is what I'm going to do, and if I do this thing wrong, it's going to affect for my future decisions as well and their confidence as well, because they would choose a more stable path over this. So what really pulled you into that role?
Actually, on the contrary, it was my parents that approved the script.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they came for the narration too. And I was apprehensive, but all of them collectively, they're like, it's an opportunity. You're getting to be a part of a story. It's for a cause. They like, there's nothing better than doing tough roles on your
Yeah.
first project. And yes, cherry on the cake was, there was Bipasha Basu in it. There was
that was a cherry on the cake.
Mahesh Panjrekar, Ronit Roy.
Yeah, it was a
Lilith Dubey.
well casted film, yes.
So that was a good project to be a part of.
Is it okay to ask that how much you were paid for the first assignment?
Absolutely, it was. It's basically at that time budgets were. It was things were considered that you would given an opportunity, but I wouldn't equate it in this way. But I'll say that right now you make much more on 1 day of shoot for an ad compared to what I got
But
during that.
Rebello, that was a different time.
Absolutely,
Your first paycheck
absolutely.
and getting out of an activity which you really love to do, plus of course a lot of exposure. So were like on a flying horse that this is my first paycheck, I'm going to splurge it? What did you do
No,
with your first
splurge.
paycheck?
I think all my money went in rent.
Okay.
I am a well-educated guy. At that time, I knew basics. I knew what I was getting paid.
Yeah.
I think it was less than 1% of the entire project.
Okay.
I knew how much the project was made at.
Okay.
I knew how much the project was sold at. So when the project was sold, I did go back to my producer and I wrote him a poem and I presented that, hey.
Okay. But
Yeah.
what was the poem about that?
The poem was about me being a part, me getting an opportunity,
Yeah.
me going through whatever I went through preparing for the role during shooting of the role. It was not easy. It was not easy.
It was not easy,
Definitely
of
not
course.
easy. It was about everybody else being credited for. Gifts were thrown around left,
Yeah.
right, center. And I felt very left out. So
Yes.
it was a poem about that.
But I think it's one of the greatest ways to express yourself, because
Yeah, why not?
if you really felt it was such a big project, but I just feel that
No, and at that time it was also very personal because I didn't have money for rent. And I was very shy to take money from my parents.
yes,
So it had literally boiled down to that. And I was like, I'm not asking much. I'm
Yeah.
just asking what is a basic.
did it work?
No.
I don't know.
But that poem stayed, yes.
Indian boys after the age of 17 or 18, I don't think they can ever ask for money from the parents. It just becomes too difficult to even ask for money for basic things. Like if you have to get something for grocery, you're like, I don't want to ask for money. Just
Yeah, somehow we are not habituated
Yeah.
asking them too often.
And what's your approach to money now? So this is a very important question from a lot of listeners, because of course everybody remembers their first paycheck. That's very important. But when it becomes a habit, it becomes stable, you take care of your first paycheck a lot. So either what I felt is either you splurge it or you save it. And after a certain amount of time, when you get habitual of it, when you get that fixed income and you get a stable part, you sometimes become reckless because you know that there's a future cash flow coming in.
True.
What's your approach now towards money? Like, are you a kind of person who's aggressively investing into real estate projects, trying to build more money and into cryptocurrencies and whatever is going on? Or you simply have a guy who's just investing somewhere, taking care of it?
Well, the previous experience that I had when I was starting out and struggling for something as basic as rent, I was also very lucky and blessed to have one of my first ads. It was for a toothpaste brand called Close Up.
Yes. We all grew up watching Close Up.
The jingle was very famous, the Pass Auna campaign. I did that ad, and apparently that ad played in 9 countries for 5 years. And I did not know about it. I got to know much later. But the company Unilever was very sweet enough. They're like, these are your usage rights and all.
Oh, wow.
Post 5 years, suddenly one fine day, I realized I'm entitled to a huge royalty fee.
Yeah.
I mean, I could buy a flat back home or whatever. So at that time, I realized the importance of having funds. And I had friends around me that guided me and said, listen, right now you've been given a blessing.
Yeah.
We don't want you to splurge it. So they introduced me to another guy who handles my fund. So I would
Invest
give him a
in
lump.
funds.
In our case, we just get lump sum amounts.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something after really knowing the value of money, then I decided, okay, I'm going to just
Save it and invest
deposit everything in a typical mutual fund.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's been almost now 8-9 years
Very nice.
that I'm with him, and
That's why they keep saying in India that mutual funds sahi hai. They keep investing in mutual funds and it continues.
No, I don't know.
to grow.
I'm not sure. I mean, you're the right person to advise
I mean,
me.
it's always a good idea. Like, I think for a passive investor like yourself and a lot of us who don't have really, so I do this for a living, so I would look into different investments, but somebody who is busy in their own job, engaged in different things, may not get the time to look into the finances. And at that point of time, I think investing in funds, SIPs, it's the best way to do it. Like systematic investment plans, putting a regular portion of your funds at a very dedicated amount of time. Keep doing it so much that eventually your money keeps growing in value. It's like a compounding effect which happens. So, I mean, if you're doing it, that's really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just blindly, whatever I get, I try to be away from getting too involved. Even as an artist, sometimes you're like, are you doing it for the craft or are you doing it for the money?
Yeah.
There's always a battle going on.
Yeah.
What is the right way?
What is the right answer to this? Are you doing it for the money or are you doing it for the craft?
First, it was purely craft.
Yeah.
It's also about knowing your value, knowing that people don't take advantage of you. It's about knowing your usage rights. Yeah, but I think it changes somewhere when you get married, when you have a kid.
Yeah.
Then it's about responsibility. They're like, okay, nay, I mean, this is what it should be.
Yes.
So yeah, right now it's a good mix between
Craft and money.
craft and money. Yes, absolutely.
So, Mr. Rebello, I want to bring you back to the point because something which is very interesting. You talked about usage rights.
Yes.
You got to know later that you have usage rights and then the close-up ad, and that was, I think, a big credit goes to Unilever for bringing it in and telling you that this is. How does this work? I'm not very aware of this factor. I'm sure a lot of people would want to know that how the usage right parts work. So once you work, how do you get yourself updated that this is going on?
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know about usage rights. So you do a shoot, you get a fee, and if the ad is used for a year or two, since the company does not have to shoot another ad.
Yeah.
So for an ad, if you shoot and you spend 100x,
Yeah.
so you don't have to shoot that again. They just play it. But in the meanwhile, I'm not allowed to do competitive brands.
Okay. So if it goes for 10 years, 15 years,
They'll probably renew your contract and say that, hey,
Okay.
and there'll be a certain amount per country per year.
Yeah.
So a lot of models in our field, they come to know that, oh, my ad is still playing. There's supposed to be a document saying that
Okay.
you waive off your usage rights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, even I got to know it much later. In fact, during that phase,
Yeah.
the only thing I had with me was a contract.
Yeah.
And over there was one line which I read saying that model is entitled to, at that time, $2,000 per country per year.
But I think that is the reason why now artists, I feel that need to be aware
Yes.
about everything which happens around their industry.
Absolutely.
So basically, like for example, is it fair to say that these days the creative people are also supposed to be entrepreneurs, taking care of everything around them? Because now you cannot just afford to be just an artist because there are so many things going around. You need to be more aware and what's going on. Do you feel that that's the case? Is it happening with you also?
I think you said it absolutely right. Right now, an artist is an entrepreneur. You have to, because media is changing.
Yeah.
Even the best of actors have to do a TikTok video at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So yeah, definitely they are entrepreneurs. There's so much more that you have to do. There are so many different avenues where you can generate wealth.
Like building a brand, basically. You're basically building your own brand.
Yeah, in the process, you're trying to put your voice out there. You're trying to stand out. You're trying to be original. Yes, absolutely. You have to do your brand building exercises, your PR exercises, networking.
Wow.
Using social media. I mean,
and now you're in UAE here. And so how long you have spent time in UAE?
Right now it's been 3 years.
It's been 3 years. You continue to move forward here in UAE. I'm sure this is something which has turned out to be one of the best places for everybody to come, network and connect for a lot of artists. How moving from India to UAE, do you feel it has changed you a bit? And my first question is, has it changed you financially or otherwise? Any other change which you have felt from moving where you were and now moving to UAE?
Yes, a lot of changes. Very fact. I mean, the good side is, yes, you have a better standard of life.
Yeah.
Everything's easy to move around.
Yeah.
Changed, I think I try as much to still be the same.
Okay.
But back in UAE, you do have this urgency to splurge a little.
Yeah.
Or to sometimes, just for the optics, you want to portray a certain lifestyle. You want to maybe portray something you're not in real life on social media. But when I go back home, my wife really grounds me. There are certain things she'll be like, no, we don't need that.
Do you know that women are, statistically, it has been proved that women are better investors and they have yielded more return, even as traders. I have a team of researchers where 95% is led by women. They make research about financial markets and everything else.
I think I agree on that.
Men are supposed to be risk takers, so they lose money in stupid things, while women are more patient and they look into different avenue options. So that's why it's always good to take advice when it comes to finance from women. This is something which I also learned over a period of time, and when I did further research into it, it is statistically proved. There are numbers to prove that.
True, absolutely. I totally agree. Even back home, I remember as a kid, I mean, our moms would always save up. They would always
save.
So yeah, even if your wife wants certain things, or maybe jewelry, it's always an investment at the end of the day. But yeah, I would definitely say that I think women are better.
You bought any Labubu dolls, which was the recent craze out there?
We got gifted a Labubu doll.
Oh, you got gifted?
Yeah.
But you didn't go and buy one?
No.
Good.
But yeah, in UAE, you do have the tendency to splurge a little more.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, you want to show friends back home that you're living the life.
They always feel that we have enormous amount of gold here. Anybody who's living in India, and if they have a friend or a relative in Dubai, they feel that we are here mining gold from somewhere.
True.
They don't understand that what we are going through. It's a normal day at work and you're going and you're earning your money.
True.
But for them, if you're in Dubai, you are somehow just managed to get all the oil and all the gold which you have.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But so talking about more your career in UAE, do you feel that which is that one brand which you really would want to collab with here?
Century Finance.
This is your camera answer. Now, what is your actual genuine answer? What do you feel like that one brand which you really feel can elevate things up?
I think right now my burning desire is to go back home and lock a film, actually.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, I have a very strong burning desire to lock a web series or a film. Wow. And I will do that. I might use your platform to promote it.
Absolutely.
I do have a specific brand. I would like to endorse the brands that I model for. And
very nice.
Close Up is on top of that list.
You have great teeth, by the way, so it's really justified.
And I'd like to endorse the brands that I modeled for. It's special.
That's a really good idea. Do you feel somewhere this kind of work is very overcrowded at this point of time? Influencer economy as we know it. Because now everybody's an influencer, right? I mean, we are investment consultants now, right here. We are sitting in front of the camera, even still doing the same thing. You, as a creative person, you are managing your own brand, and there are so many other people who are aspiring models or actors. They are doing with their own brand. How would you differentiate between, the others outside? So many influencers. Then again, yourself. What sort of challenge do you feel, and how do you overcome it? What's the different thing which you feel that you could do to bring yourself apart from others?
What was the first question?
My first question was that this space which we are talking about has become a little overcrowded, right?
Yes.
Endorsing brands, and because now every other influencer is doing the same thing. How would you just see this as a challenge?
I see it as there's still more space for everyone. Everyone can be heard, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That also allows a lot of people to be filtered in different categories. The more people, the better it is, I feel. Because I think it's a fair platform.
Yeah.
How do you differentiate? I think if you try hard to stand out, somehow for me, the formula is just be yourself. Stick to that niche.
But do you keep upscaling yourself with something different? Like,
yeah, you have to. You have to. You can't sit. When I came to the UAE, I was told TikTok is a very strong platform.
Yeah.
So right now, as much as I force myself, no, I don't want to. But right now, I want to make the best of TikTok.
Okay. You get out of your comfort zone, and you do keep upscaling yourself. At least do
you
something.
have to.
Yeah.
I mean, even if I do, I'll say no. I'm a serious actor. I don't do Instagram and TikTok. But right now, the show I'm hosting.
Yeah.
They we need TikTok videos. Every day I'm given 3 references. I have to shoot that. But I was like, okay, then let's just make it better. Let's just go all out and embrace it. And yeah.
It's so much to do. How you are collecting your thoughts? Like, do you meditate or you go through therapy? Or because it's not a tough job. It's not an easy job, rather, to go out there, present yourself. Of course, in your case, your looks, your physique. Your appearance matters a lot. And I think we as people already are so insecure about how do we look and how do we appear in front of camera. How would you cope up with that pressure? Is this something which you can help yourself by meditating more or going through a therapy, or just do not overthink it and just go ahead and do it? What do you do best?
I think any form of therapy is always good. It's not, even if you don't need it. I remember at one point a random friend said that, you need therapy.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe I do. I went. They're like, no, you don't need therapy. You just need a different counseling session. But for me, I say my prayers in the morning. Yeah, I keep it very simple. Any form of sports. I used to be a judo player, so that kind of got me my discipline.
Right. You used to be a judo player?
Yes. I used to play until I had a shoulder dislocation.
Okay.
So I think that time early on, that discipline, that focus keeps you away from a lot of other stress. But otherwise, yeah, I speak to my parents every day.
That's the best therapy, I think. Just talk to your parents every day and it just works out.
Somehow.
I think at certain age, I think that there is an age factor to it. When you're in your 20s, you don't want to talk to your parents too much.
Yeah.
When you're inching towards your 30s and your 40s, that's the only thing which you want to do, just talk to your parents and relax.
Absolutely.
It's funny how these phases change.
Yeah.
Tell us about your next project. I know you're flying tonight. What's the next project coming in?
Next project will be this film that I'm blocking. There are ads happening always.
Yeah. But the big project is going to be the web series which you're talking about.
Yeah, a web series or a film for sure.
How would you pick this thing? Is it? You told me that it's a mix of craft and money.
I'm not picking. I know it's out there. I just have to go and work hard and
just do it.
Claim for it. Ads is something that's so transparent. The platform is set. Yes. Anyone can come test for it. There's a team that selects a fair chance to everyone. And the right person that is written for the right script gets selected.
Very nice.
So I think my funda for the film and web series is the same. I just have to go and claim it. And
I just feel that things, with your hard work, I'm sure that there are continuous projects which are waiting for you. With us, when we talk to investors, we talk more about the uncertainty.
Oh, yeah.
The element where, like pandemic, I think COVID was the best teacher for all of us to tell us that we feel that we are very advanced and we know everything, but just took one virus to push us behind our doors and never don't come out for 3 months or more than that. And uncertainty comes and you find yourself not being a part of this industry and what you're doing. Is there a side hustle which you plan? How would you earn your income? Is there something in your mind if there was a side hustle which you would do apart from what you're doing?
The funny thing about COVID is all the so-called aspiring actors back in Bombay, for us it was like any other period. Because you're always uncertain at that point. If you've seen uncertainty for 2 years and 3 years and living paycheck to paycheck.
You'll be like, we have seen this, been there, done that.
You're like, okay. You just don't get to go out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally get your point. I don't know when's my next assignment. I'm uncertain every day. At the same time, I have such big dreams, and then there are people back home. They're like, okay, calm down. But I think the way, what was your question, the second part?
So, what would be that one side hustle apart from?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of side hustles right now. I could become an acting coach. I could social media. I could be an influencer in some different lifestyle influencer.
Wow. So this is basically what the plan B is, like what you are doing with right now. Maybe if tomorrow, if this doesn't work, you could at least continue the next part, which you rightly said that it could be into social media, it could be into acting.
Or I could invest in Century Finance.
I like when you say in front of the camera and do that. Please save this bit so we can always use this whenever it is required.
There's no side hustle. If you want no side hustles for the rest of your life, invest in Century Finance.
Just trade every day and double, triple your money.
Best life.
Make more money than Scrooge McDuck.
You don't need a plan B.
But that being said, what advice would you give to someone who's entering into a creative career today? Because there's a lot of finance issue. More than that, emotionally, you have to. So you need financial strength, you need emotional strength. In today's time where I feel competition has increased a lot, do you feel that competition has increased a lot than it used to be before?
No. Now everyone's playing it very safe. In Bombay, every year, say there would be like 100 new actors.
Okay.
After certain circumstances, after COVID, after bad experiences with some actors, the crowd is becoming less and less. The influx of new actors in our field, at least in films and web series, is definitely going
it's
shorter.
Very limited. Okay.
Parents are not encouraging their kids that much to pursue a career.
Oh, okay.
Coming back to entertainment in general, a lot more people are entering.
Because through social media channels.
Through social media, a lot more people know that there are budgets being spent here. The newer parents are dreaming a career for their kids in sports, in entertainment, be an influencer. We don't know what's next.
Yeah.
A lot more, definitely.
And these days with these social media channels, there are people, if they start getting enough followers, they can make more money. Do you feel that financial pressure which you had back in your time when you were starting, do you feel that financial pressure would be there for a creative person who would start now?
No, I don't think so. I think the next generation is more adventurous.
Yeah.
It's more fun to be a part of. I think, right now, if somebody is dreaming a career or wants to enter, go for it all out. You have all the help you can. You have so much of material to look to. All you need is a camera, and the audience will just...
This is the best time to just go ahead and do it.
Please enter.
And we have seen that you have done so many works, and you have done movies from ad films to bold movies. Which project do you think really changed your career trajectory back in the past? Or you're waiting for that one project which will really change your career trajectory?
Yeah, I mean, the first project was bold. It gave me, like, after I did that, I was like, I can do anything right now.
Yeah.
I'd come close to doing Slumdog Millionaire.
Yes, you did audition for that.
I did audition. I met Danny Boyle, but they like, you don't look...
too much Indian.
We want that typical slum look at that time.
I think it's a compliment only.
Yeah, so that project kind of... Suddenly I had the script and I'm sitting in a theater and I'm saying the lines and I know the lines for the main lead.
Yeah.
So when that went by me, I was like, an Oscar film is possible. You just need to be there at the right time, right place. Yeah, but I think the first project was the one that kind of left a mark. Yes, definitely, I would like to have more. I'm sure there is a more challenging role. I'm still waiting for that one.
I hope that happens. Yes. But meanwhile, just tell me this thing, because you go through so many brands and so many ideas. Were you ever told to look rich for the camera, even when you were broke in real life?
Absolutely.
How many times this has happened that you are wearing a suit, standing in front of the camera, doing everything in the ad, but inside you're just thinking that, I hope that I get paid for this.
Oh yeah, it's happened so many times. It's a beauty when you go. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, you get selected for an ad, you have your budget, but you're like, oh, I have to pay my rent.
Yeah.
And you're doing maybe a car commercial in the swankiest suits, in the swankiest location.
You just feel that, for once, just switch lives. Make this my real life, and that one be the act.
Oh yeah, that has definitely happened also.
Yeah, that's great. Last question
Or
from
maybe
this.
another fun thing, sometimes you could be having I remember somebody, very big celebrity that we were shooting, and the director says, "Look happy."
Yeah.
But she's like, "I'm not happy today."
Yeah. It's not easy when you have your personal life and you know that you have issues back, and you're supposed to just come and play a person who is happy in life.
Oh yeah.
But I think that is where
I
that's
think,
where the theater and the acting really
yeah.
pays it off.
And that's also therapy. When you're in that space between action and cut,
Yeah.
pure therapy.
So when you're in front of the camera, I think before the camera and after that, you can't wait to get out. But when you're in the scene,
Yeah.
that's the time when you don't want it to end. You just want it to be there and enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space to be in that zone, and yeah, I think that's ultimate.
That's
ultimate.
really good. We don't want this to end. Just one last question before we move to a surprise rapid fire for you. Have you done a major financial blunder or a financial mistake which you feel that you shouldn't have done it?
Yeah, I think many.
Many?
Yeah.
Just, okay, name one which you really felt that you shouldn't have done it.
I once booked a private jet. No, I'm joking. I think the biggest mistake I did is I paid a lot of rent. So
Okay.
at that time, I think at the right time, like right now in Dubai,
Yeah.
or maybe invested in some place.
You would have bought the place instead of
You
paying
would have bought the place. Yeah, paying unnecessarily where you don't have to, and plus obviously investing. I could have invested. Here's the thing: I started investing only when I got a small lump sum, but I could have even started it from the beginning.
before that, like a SIP normally.
Yeah,
just
like
doing
an SIP.
stocks. Yeah,
But I think people that have regular salaries definitely
yeah.
do an SIP every month if you have to.
And you feel that when it comes to real estate, better owning the asset rather than paying rents.
Yeah, any day in Dubai.
At least you own the asset, and if it goes up in value, you could definitely earn over that and save the rent.
Yeah, not an investment purpose, but I think if you calculate an EMI versus a rent, it's almost there.
Yeah,
There's a very small delta that's the difference. So yeah,
perfect.
for sure.
So let's move to the rapid fire. See, I have just 5 questions.
Okay.
Money or fame? Pick one.
Fame,
Fame. Okay. Renting or buying an apartment in Dubai?
buying.
Okay. Best money advice you have ever got?
Don't invest in fixed deposits.
Don't invest in fixed
Yeah,
deposits.
that's not even an investment.
Nice. One brand you would drop everything to work with?
Close up.
Close up again. Perfect. Okay, last, complete the sentence. To me, financial freedom means?
Waking up and doing whatever you want to do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We have seen Scrooge McDuck, the DuckTales
Yes,
cartoon, waking
Uncle
up
Scrooge.
and going in the, swimming in the pool of coins.
Oh,
That is my financial freedom.
Oh, wow.
Just waking up in the morning and diving in the pool of gold coins.
oh wow.
But
Yeah.
with that, thank you so much for
Thank you.
sharing your life, and thank you so much for telling a lot of listeners out there who are aspiring to be models and actors, and it's a really inspiration what you have lived through. I'm sure you have a big life coming, you have a lot of projects coming in, and we wish you all the luck. And please keep doing these podcasts with us. I think next time when you come, you talk about your web series, which you have already done, and go ahead and talk more about the next projects coming in and share more financial advices with us so listeners can also grow and learn.
No, thank you, and thank your entire team for having me. I'm not the ideal candidate for
No, you're definitely
financial
the ideal.
investments, but yeah.
Any candidate who's making money and telling us where to invest is definitely the ideal candidate, because people want to know. They want to know that. So what you said is, it's so right that you don't need a lump sum to invest in.
Yeah.
Even from your beginning days, even if you have smaller amounts, just start investing, because eventually money grows in value. And if you don't invest in it, it just erodes in value. So I think that's something which is really valuable. A lot of people keep saying this, but people don't follow that.
Yeah, or you're sometimes scared to go to that institution
Yeah.
or that person saying that, hey, I have a very small amount. Is
Yes.
that very small?
Yeah, I think more awareness is important. But I think more sessions like this and more informative sessions and talking to each other really brings the best out of these sessions.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you so much, and
Thank you.
good luck for your next project, and have a very safe journey. I know you're flying Emirates, and that's the safest, so don't have to worry.